Hi, first grade. Welcome to Unit 1, Week 2. Our theme is, what is it like where you live? Look at these 3 pictures. Those kids all live someplace different. In the story where they're riding bikes, it looks a little bit like our town. At the bottom, it's a busy street with taxi cabs. That's probably a city. And in the picture on the right side, they're chasing a chicken. They must live in the country. Think about what it's like where you live. Maybe think about what it's like where some of your friends or maybe your grandparents live. Our story will be 6 kids. This is a fantasy story. It's fiction, which means it's made up, but it's about where you live. We're going to read about what an animal family does where they live. Our big picture weekly concept is where I live, and our essential question is, what is it like where you live? Look outside my window. He must live in a town, the country, or a city. Think about what it's like where you live. You might live in a house. You might live in an apartment. You might live in a tent or a log house or on a boat. People can live in many different places. This is one of our vocabulary words, country. The country is the land outside a town or city where there are farms and not many buildings or people. On our drive through the country, we passed by fields of corn and saw lots of cows. Look at all these words. What do you observe? Now, if you remember, we've been talking about CVC words. Consonant, vowel, consonant. Do you see any CVC words? This week we're looking and thinking about letter I, but we're reviewing letter A. I says I, and A says ah. I'd like you to read these words with me. Start at the top of the page and go from left to right. So we're going to start with the dark blue box at the top. It, sit, 6, big, dig, dip, is, his, in, win, lip, hit, sick, pick, pin, pan, did, dad, at, man, cat, fan, bag, back. Were you able to read those words with me? Great job. This is blending words. We're working with letter I, like in insect. The picture at the top shows us sounds broken apart and then blended together. Say the first sound, then the middle and last sound, and blend it. Say them with me. S, it, sit. It, hit. It, hit. Now the words are at the bottom with our middle letter in red. Why is that middle letter in red? Did you say because it's the vowel? Consonant, vowel, consonant. Yes, all of these words are CVC words. The vowel in the middle is highlighted for you. Let's read these words. Start at the left. Fit, bit, wig, pin. Great job. Now we're going to sound them just like they did. We're going to say each sound and then blend it. Again, start at the top on the left with the dark blue box. It, it. S, it, sit. S, ix, six. B, I, g, big. D, I, g, dig. D, ip, dip. Is, is. Is, his. In. W, in. Win. O, ip. Lip. It, hit. S, ick, sick. Ick, pick. It, pin. Pan. D, I, d, did. D, d, dad. At. An, man. At, cat. Fan. G, bag. Back. Now some of those words with the AN, like pan and man and fan, they were a little tricky. A lot of times the AN is called a blended sound that is always put together. When you see an A and an N together, they always say an. Sometimes it's harder to break it apart than to say it together. So let's say AN, like in pan, together. An, pan. It's easier to sound out that way. It's a word chunk. It's easier to remember how to spell it when you can look at the chunk, and it's easier to say it. Sometimes it's tricky to sound that out. N. And then we say pan, but it sounds like put on, or just sounds a little funny. So remember, AN is a chunk. Now we're going to read some sentences fluently. I'll read them first, and then you'll read them with me. He has 6 big pigs. I will fix the van. Is Jill quick? All right, your turn. Read them with me. He has 6 big pigs. I will fix the van. Is Jill quick? Notice each sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. The first 2 sentences end with periods, but the last one ends with a question mark. Did you hear what happened to my voice when I asked the question? Read that sentence again, the third one. Is Jill quick? My voice goes up. That's called inflection. When you read a sentence that ends with a question mark, your voice goes up. You're asking a question. Just like when you say, "Mom, can I have a snack?" Your voice changes just a little bit. One more time. Let's read at the top. He has 6 big pigs. I will fix the van. Is Jill quick? I hope you heard your inflection. Good job. These are our 10 spelling words this week. What do you notice? First thing I notice is that 6 of these words have a letter I in the middle. Those are our new words. 2 of these words have A, and we've already had those spelling words. And the last 2, out and up, are called high-frequency words. Those are to help us recognize them quickly because they're kind of tricky to spell. Let's say these words. We'll start at the top this time on the left side and go down. Kiss, miss, pin, win, hit, sit, nap, can, out, up. Do you see the word that has that chunk in it? Which word has the chunk? Did you say can? C-A-N. That A-N is a chunk. Say can. You hear the A-N together. You're doing great. These are our high-frequency words. This word is down. We go down the steps. Out. This is one of our high-frequency words. It's also one of our spelling words. O-U-T, out. That's what I say sometimes to my dog if I'm angry with him. Gets into something. They go out to play. Can you spell it with me? O-U-T. Up. They went up the hill. Very. It is very loud in the city. And here's our story. This story is called 6 Kids. Again, it's a fantasy story, and it's about an animal, family, and where they live. Our story words are blue and that. Our high-frequency words that we just reviewed are down, out, up, and very. Six kids go out. 6 kids go up a hill. Do you notice how some words are highlighted with yellow? Out and up. Those are our high-frequency words. They're showing us that these words are special. You're right. Those are our 2 spelling words, too. So how many kids are there? How do you know they're on a farm? How do you know which character is the mom and dad? Where do you think they're going with those shovels? 6 kids dig, dig, dig. 6 kids go down. How would you describe how the kids are working? Why did you think they are digging a hole? Why are they going down? Six kids pick, pick, pick. 6 kids are very blue. Why are they blue? How do they feel about picking blueberries? And how do you know? Use your picture as a clue for how you know. Six kids dip, dip, dip. That will fix it. 6 kids like it here. Why do they take a swim? When did they swim? And how do you know? Look at the sky for a clue. Ask and answer questions about the key details. A detail is a piece of information about something. Key details help you understand a story. Words and pictures in a story give you the key details. So when we think about 6 kids, that would be the who the story was about. What did those 6 kids do? When did they do that? Why do you think they did that? And how did they do that? When you can answer those questions, you have a great understanding of the story, 6 Kids. Our word work today is going to be about short I. It's page number 11. You're going to complete the page and then write 4 detailed sentences using your high frequency words. Do you remember what they were? I know there's out, up, very. Can you remember the 4th one? Think about the slides.